Hi, this is Bobson6868, and today I'm bringing you some Black Ops 1 gameplay. This is headquarters on Nuketown, and I'm using the Famas, and I'm not sure what else, but this is a pretty long game. I kind of wanted a longer game just because I had a lot to talk about. I probably won't speed it up at all, just because I think I can fill up the full amount of the video with the commentaries. So anyways, first thing I want to say is I'm going to be doing this, I kind of want to get like, almost like commercials. So if you have a YouTube channel out there and you want to advertise yourself on my channel, please just feel free to put up maybe a 10 to 20 second video featuring yourself. And you can leave it private if you want. Just send me the link and, you know, just kind of be like, oh, I'm this person and this is what I do and come check me out or whatever, you know, whatever you want to say. And you know, there's a good chance it'll be featured in an upcoming video, but I just kind of want to try it out, see how it goes. So yeah, feel free to do that. Next up on the agenda, I meant to do this earlier. It took me a while though, just behind whatever. I want to talk about my Thanksgiving and my Black Friday, and I'd like to hear about your guys's, so feel free to leave a comment just talking about yours, or if you have like a video up on YouTube, feel free to leave a video response. I'd like to check that out or whatever. So my Thanksgiving, I actually got the day off for Thanksgiving the day before, so I got Wednesday night off. First time in like 6 years or whatever I've been at my job that I got the Wednesday off. I've gotten every Thursday and I think Friday off, but this year I got Wednesday, Thursday. So it's a pretty long, stressful 2 weeks at work. I always kind of like when I get overworked and not enough rest, I just get really sick, and it almost feels like the flu, and maybe it is, but it just seems to always happen when I start getting overworked and I just get really tired. And so I wasn't feeling well, and you know, I was putting in like 2 hours extra every day. I mean, there's just a ridiculous amount of work to do at a grocery store around Thanksgiving because everybody's buying so much food. So I wasn't really feeling well, but I gotten like one day I slept for like 10 hours and I felt so good that night, and then the next day I could not sleep and I just started feeling really terrible again, and you know, just whatever. I was pretty much sick. And then so I don't even remember what I did Wednesday night. Probably played some Black Ops 2. And so then Thursday we went to family's house. I thought we were going to leave earlier in the morning just because I'm up all night, so the earlier we leave, you know, more time I have, and it's my wife's family. And so it was supposed to be at noon, and it was like 11 o'clock, and I was like, we were supposed to go meet her mom and go over there. And I was like, well, do we have to go to your mom's house, you know, or can she handle it or what? So we ended up not going. And we just go over there, and you know, I had fun. I think the most fun thing I did was I got to spend some time with my niece. She's almost 3 years old, and you know, with my schedule, I don't get to see her very often. So in a way, it was really fun. I got to play. You know, we played outside and whatever. I realized two things: like, it tired me out really fast, and also that like I'm now more afraid than ever of having my own child. Those of you who don't know, I'm having a baby. Not me personally, but me and my wife are having a baby. And just playing with her, like, I was so scared like she was going to get hurt, and so worried about everything. You know, it's just like, if I'm not scared with somebody else's baby, I know it's my niece, but still, she's not my baby. Like, how am I going to be when I have my own? And I guess, you know, every parent probably goes through that, and they all have their own worries and, you know, whatnot, but I don't know. It just really kind of stressed me out because I was just, it's like, how am I going to do it? You know, I know I'll get through it, but, so we stayed there till like 3:30, I think it was. We got home about 4. I fell asleep about 5. Now, every year I always go out for Black Friday ever since I started working nights because I'm already up anyways, and you know, I usually get some good deals on games and some movies, and you know, I think I got a PS3 one year. I haven't really ever bought anything big besides the PS3. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I think I accidentally switched players, but I got the dogs right there like a pimp. Oh, I love the dogs. But yeah, so I kind of, oh, what was that? Like a 5-man feed right there with dogs? Holy crap. So, I really didn't like the whole Walmart starting at 8 o'clock. Look at all these guys are just spawning right next to me, and I'm like, die, die, die. Finally somebody shoots me. Oh my god, that was epic. But, yeah, so there wasn't anything I was real interested in. I have another channel where I talk about movies, and so I bought a ton of movies this year. I mean, I already have a lot of movies. I have maybe 1,400 DVDs and Blu-rays, but I bought like everything this year, and so I think that was part of the problem. And so I really didn't see anything I wanted that bad. I was gonna get a tripod at Walmart, but I forgot all about it, so fail there. But so we go. Let me back up. I told my wife, wake me up at 6:30, and we were gonna leave at 7 because Walmart's like 10 minutes away. But I was like, there'll be some traffic. We want to get in there, figure out what we want, and get by it before 8 o'clock. So my wife wakes me up at 6:30, and so I've had like an hour and a half max sleep. And I'm like, no, I don't want to get up. I just thought I was gonna throw up or pass out, and I just laid in bed, and I was like, I guess I better get up. So I get up and go. And luckily, actually, my sister-in-law was a little bit late picking me up. Just because I was so tired and it took me so long to get ready. But me, my sister-in-law, and my mom went out to Walmart. And my wife had really wanted to get Forza Horizon, which she hasn't even played yet. But she really wanted that. She's a big Forza fan. I love the Forza games. But this one's kind of a little different. I haven't really played much of it yet. But I will be putting some gameplay up on my channel. And so she really wanted that. And my sister-in-law wanted some presents for my niece, and so I made a mistake, and I left my mom at the games. I know, like, the games always go really fast, but I've never tried to get any, and it's like, they have these games for, like, half off or more, and, they get, like, 20 of them or whatever, and there's so many people out there just buying to resell them, and just annoying stuff. Holy, what the heck was that? Look at that helicopter. But, so I left her at the games. There wasn't very many people there, so I was like, alright, she should be able to get the game. She says as soon as they opened the thing, like, people went crazy. She had a shopping basket in her hand. She said they ripped the thing completely apart, and she said she was just standing there with the handles. And it's like, oh my god, now I feel bad for leaving her there. And I think I won't try to get games there again, just because it's not worth it if that's how people are going to act. A deal isn't worth dying for, or even getting hurt for. But she did get me a copy of Forza Horizon for $15. So, and then I got some DVDs and Blu-rays, and we were like, okay, what are we going to do now? And the lines were actually pretty short, so we got through there pretty fast. And we went over to Target, and like, there was nobody there, and we're like, what the heck, don't they open at 9? Well, maybe they let people in earlier. Maybe they opened early. I don't know. The line actually started on the other side and went 3/4 around the whole store, all the way around the back, all the way around back to the side. And the line didn't take that long, though. It wasn't that long. But once we got inside, it was worse than Walmart. I mean, you couldn't even move in most of the places. Like, in the clothes, you could walk. But, like, back by electronics, it was, like, unmovable. And I think it was maybe for the line back in electronics, but they had like half the aisles closed off, and it's like, hey, I want to shop, and then they didn't even have a lot of the price signs up, and didn't know how much anything was. And luckily I got the two things I was after. My wife wanted Big Bang Theory Season 5, and I was after Dumb and Dumber on Blu-ray. And then we finally, all three of us, make it up to the front. But then the line starts all the way in the back of the store, weaving through every single aisle. And we're like, wow. So it seemed to be going pretty fast. We're like, whatever. It won't take that long to get through. Well, it took an hour and 10 minutes to get to the front. And we were kind of, by that time, we're just like depressed and tired. And it's like, man, this line just never ended. And so we were supposed to go to Fred Meyer, because my sister-in-law's like, oh, Fred Meyer opens at midnight. And I'm not sure where she got that from. But, so we decided to go to Shopko, because it was like 11 o'clock. And we'd like walk around Shopko. It's busy, but not as bad, but there's a huge line, which I don't understand where all those people came from, because I didn't see that many people while I was shopping. And I really didn't see anything I was interested in. But my sister-in-law picked up these slippers. They're like Airwalk. They're from Payless, actually, because there's a Payless shoe store in Shopko. If you're not familiar with Shopko, it's kind of like Kmart or Target and I think a lot of them have a little Payless shoes. You know, they have their own shoe section, and then they have like a little Payless shoe store inside. And they had these, they were like slippers, women's slippers, and they were like fake fur inside. And I was like, oh, those are cool. And she's like, yeah, and they were like half off. And I was like, you know, my wife's not gonna probably be able to put shoes on much longer, and these look really comfortable and warm. You know, maybe I should pick her up a pair. She's like, yeah, she'll love them. So I was like, all right. So I picked her up a pair. And we get in the line, which also goes about halfway around the store, going through every aisle. And I'm standing there. My sister-in-law's like, all right, we'll take shifts. One of us stand in line, the other one can shop, and then we'll meet back up. And I didn't really want to look for anything else. So I was like, go ahead. I'll just wait here. And so she comes back and she's like, hey, we should go. And by this time I've moved about halfway through the line. She's like, hey, we should go over to electronics. It's a really small line over there, and you know, it would be way faster over there. So I was like, okay. She's like, well, why don't I get in line and you go over and check it out, and then call me if you want to do that. So I said, okay. I go over there. It's probably only like 20 people in line as compared to maybe 100 people in front of us. So I was like, okay, let's do that. So she comes over there, and the line just doesn't move. It's so slow, and nobody's ever going anywhere. And you know what? I honestly think it took the same amount of time. But we get about 3/4 of the way up there. You know, we're in the last stretch, and I'm like, we're not even buying any Black Friday deals. Why are we waiting in this line? We just come back later. And she's like, you know what? You're right. But we had already waited so long, so we're like, whatever, let's just buy them. And then, so we leave there, and we head over to Fred Meyer, which is another kind of department store. It's more like Walmart or maybe Super Target or something like that, because it's got a whole grocery store and a department store. And it's like completely closed, no cars in the parking lot. And I was like, yeah, I don't think they open at midnight, because it was already midnight. And she's like, no. And then she's like, well, is there anywhere else we want to go? And I was like, you know, I think we should just go home, because I was pretty exhausted by that point. It's after midnight, and my mom said she was tired, and I'd already spent probably more money than I wanted to spend anyways. And so we go home, and well, she drops me off because she lives obviously somewhere else, and she had driven us. So she drops me off, and I go inside and show my wife all the stuff I got. I got my niece a Christmas present, and other than that, I just got some movies. And then I was like, well, you want to go to the other Walmart with me? Because there's 2 Walmarts within 10 minutes each way from us. And she's like, okay, yeah. Because she was babysitting my niece, and I really didn't want her in the craziness with her being pregnant. Just better safe than sorry. So she's like, yeah, let's go check it out. And so we go over there, and it's like completely dead. Now, I don't know if this is true, but somebody told me that there was a fight there at the 8 o'clock sale, and the police shut down the store. And I don't know, I guess they had reopened by then. And it kind of makes sense, because like it was so dead, like I said. And then there were all these shopping carts back by electronics, and they still had games left. And the games that the other one went in like a minute or something. They weren't left very long. So I ended up getting Max Payne 3. Now, I don't think Max Payne 3 looks that good, but basically anything from Rockstar Games is probably worth playing. I was a big fan of the first 2 Max Payne games, so I'll definitely be putting up like maybe a playthrough. I don't know. I start playthroughs and I can never finish them, and I don't know. I might put up a whole playthrough. We'll see. I haven't really gotten around to playing it yet, so it's hard to say. And then I got some movies, and we were gonna get one of those streaming box things, because our TV in the bedroom doesn't have internet or anything, and we always want to watch Netflix when we're in the bedroom. So we've been thinking about getting one, but it kind of looked really cheap. It was some little RCA thing, and I was like, you know what? This doesn't even look like it's that good of a deal. And I looked it up. It was about $20 off. And I was like, you know what? That's not even a good Black Friday deal. So we didn't get it. We came home, and my wife went to bed, and then I don't know. I think I made a video or something. The story of my life. Look at that. Is that a four-man Grim Reaper? God, that's pretty nice. I forgot to mention, I was playing this with Bad Obsession 83, and I think the video's almost over. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed just kind of hearing stories from my life. If not, tell me I'm boring and you hate me. But if you do, we'll see you next time. There you see I went 67 and 26. So thanks for watching. Bye.